What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP, and this is my co host,
Hey
Josh.
everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of the Film Bros podcast. Josh, we made it to another new year. Okay. Happy 2026. Happy 2026 to those who are fortunate enough to make it around the world. Once again with us, all that good stuff. Josh, I'm happy to be back after the holidays. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
And
It's been a couple of weeks, right? We kind of did our episodes and then took a little vacation. Took a little vacation.
yeah, it was nice. I did kind of enjoy it. It was good.
I hope a certain somebody's been listening to a new Linkin Park
That's right. I have.
CD. I hope it's been playing on a record player so often.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A
Yes, yes.
Shakespearean song or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Chester's fucking. No, I can't remember name one of the
Yeah,
songs.
before they try to replace him.
All right, man. I have that one too, though, so it's okay.
Oh,
What you
I
guys?
seen.
What you guys say about that one?
But yeah, so a new year, new stories to talk about, new movies that we're gonna be reviewing, new TV shows as well. I know one TV show that just ended, and I kind of wanted to talk about the ending and kind of like what's being said online about it. Um, but new year means new problems, new issues. One issue that's been kind of ongoing, and it's cool that it seems like it's gonna be wrapping up sometime soon this year, maybe by next year.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about that as well. Not too much news, but a lot of TV. Not a lot of TV. A lot of movie trailers had came out, but a few things in the news this holiday season, but not too much. Obviously, the holiday season, a lot of people are taking time off. We don't have a lot to discuss, but we'll discuss this. We'll start here. The Stranger Things finale. I thought this was interesting. I thought it was funny. It's getting the Game of Thrones effect, where this show had a solid run. A lot of people kept coming back, right? I think it got rocky around season two. Season three picked up. A lot of people think that's kind of like the peak. I kind of feel like it might be the peak. And then you get to season four, gets a little shaky, wobbly, and then they go, "Oh, we're gonna give you season five, but in parts, three parts," and they're gonna go ahead and sprinkle them out as time goes on. And then leading up to this finale where people had to wait, and it was like an hour long finale.
2 hours.
Uh, you know, we have the usual complaints. We have the CGI complaints. The last season, where'd all the money go? A lot of people say the CGI looked kind of wonky. I've seen some clips. I can't really, I'm watching it on my phone, but it seems like the usual Netflix complaints, the same ones that we kind of be talking about as well. Um, you have the CGI, you have the writing. Apparently, it's not the best writing in Netflix history, which I mean, I guess in and itself that could be an argument. I don't know if that bothered you when you were watching it. And last but not least, the villain was too easy. The villain was weak. Apparently, Vecna was used as this main big bad in this the Mind Flayer, and they just decided to use him to control the Mind Flayer, and basically was destroyed in what is it, like an Attack of the Clones style, or
Yeah.
Phantom Menace, where they destroy him from the inside and then everything kind of just starts crumbling and shit like that. There was a sacrifice at the end of it. I mean, like I said, there's spoilers in this, and there's spoilers for me too. I don't really watch the show, but I'm very much like fascinated of how like people just completely turned on this show, from running up that hill to now chasing them down the hill. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Wishing that it never even got that high, honestly.
What'd you think of the finale if you watched it?
I mean, I watched it. It was just, I mean, to me, I was like, oh, this is just okay. You know what I mean? I kind of was hoping for, I kind of had my hopes up for, you know, a different direction for the ending, but I already knew from the jump. You're not gonna wrap it up in 2 hours, and at the same time, they're gonna have to nerf the villain, the same villain who they said was like pulling the strings since season one type shit. So I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me the way it was like going down, and then the way it went down, it just was unsatisfying. I mean, and then everybody got their last hour to like wrap up and see where they were going and all that stuff, and it was like, oh, all right. I mean, that was kind of fast, but sure. I guess we're just moving forward.
Okay. Okay. All right. I like your thoughts. Was CGI good?
Some of it, some of it, like I can definitely say the mind flare looked really good. I would say it got shaky around Vecna sometimes. Mostly the background you can tell was like green screen. You know how Netflix loves that shit. And then yeah, no, I would say the best looking thing, the mind flare. I can't even be mad at that.
You know what? A lot of people were saying they disliked the concept. Apparently, they preferred what was basically teased, I believe, in season 4, with the mind flayer basically being like this twisty tornado vortex looking thing.
Yeah.
And they kind of turned him into a generic giant monster, kaiju monster. I mean, people were kind of upset about that one too.
Well, I mean,
You,
he
that
was
didn't bother you?
a little bit. I mean, yeah, no, definitely because like even throughout the seasons when we get a glimpse of him, it's this big like thing that like corrupts the fucking sky. You know what I mean? And the fact that they did kind of dumb him down a little bit to be like just a his physical like body, it was just weird. It was a little weird.
Yeah, there is one. Like, there is this one. Obviously, this is like the main one that a lot of people kind of reference. But there was one. I haven't seen the show, but there was one that. Oh, it was this one. A lot of
Yeah.
people were kind of like, it should have been like this. Why did they change it? Oh, shoot.
Damn. Whole ass
Yeah,
Stranger
this one
Things
right here.
website. Yeah, that one.
They're like, oh, we kind of like the smoky what is it, like an intergalactic, especially kind of like where this show kind of went, where what it sounds like, a wormhole and
Yeah,
having
like
like two universes
supernatural.
kind of colliding, yeah, something like that, that they would have went that route, but they went down the route of monsters and giant kaijus and whatnot.
It was definitely a change of pace, but I mean we all kind of knew that that was where it was going. I mean season 3 had a similar like looking like mind flayer type of monster like
Yeah, the one in the
fucking shit up.
middle, the one that was in the middle of the mall,
Yeah,
it was this one right here.
yeah. See, similar to what we got. Only difference is I mean the other one was like 10 times its fucking like fucking mass, so it was good. I liked the way it looked in season 3, and I like that little ghosty figure look. I don't know. I mean, I can't complain too much. I just think it was dumb that they like only made him the physical body. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. um okay. Okay, so if you would have changed the finale, there's a few things that you would have made it go differently,
Oh
but
yeah,
I mean, they kind of went down this route, and you got to suck it up, right?
basically.
I know that you didn't watch the Game of Thrones finale, but that, like I said, I made the comparison. It kind of seems like this is going down the road of like the Game of Thrones finale, where a lot of people were excited for this finale. People waited for George R. R. Martin to write this finale and wrap up this show. And by the end of it, a lot of people were very disappointed. And there's a few posts right here voicing their disappointment with the season finale ending here with Stranger Things. And a question: did any of the major characters die?
No.
Vecna's a weak
Okay.
ass bitch.
11 was the only one, but that was because she sacrificed herself.
Spoiler.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers for Stranger Things finale.
Well, here's a few of the not so positive, I guess, positive reactions. It says Stranger Things rewatch ability immediately plummeting to the floor because why would I want to rewatch a show, all of it knowing that it all amounted to nothing? It was all in vain, and they all suffered over and over for no reason. How am I supposed to watch the main character end up the same way she started alone? Where did they decide that that's good writing decision? This person said the L is alone and isolated ending is something I hate. I hate just as much as her dying. By the way, not that's not living, that's existing. When are the writers going to realize that audiences are very tired of seeing female characters sacrifices everything only to end up alone and isolated? 11 was manipulated and abused her entire life. She found a home and family, and forcing her to give that up is not empowering. So I mean, not a lot of people were not a lot of people were kind of happy, especially with like Eleven's ending. I guess her storyline was kind of like a point of aggravation as well.
I mean, yeah, for the most part, she spends the whole season just like wanting to help, and David Arbor spends the whole season not wanting her to help, but at the same time also trying to kill himself. So yeah,
Nice.
nice.
All right. Well, uh, I don't know, dude. I don't know. You're telling me you told me a second ago or like yesterday. You're like, hey, you got to watch Stranger Things. That doesn't help me want to watch
I
Stranger
said you
Things.
gotta watch it to understand what the frustration is.
Oh,
I still
why
think
11
she
made
like I
him
said,
put the bullet in his mouth or something, or
yeah,
why
yeah,
did
yeah.
you? Yeah. Oh.
I still think season 3 is like the best season. I don't know.
It got to be right. That's the one with the mall
Yeah,
and never-ending
yeah, that one. Yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I know like the next season kind of had its own thing with like that running up the hill thing or whatever. But I don't know. I kind of feel like that never-ending story kind
Yeah.
of takes the cake
I don't
100%.
know who they let into the writers' room for this one, but yeah, it just if it was all solo Duffer Brothers, they gotta do better. But Sean Levy did direct a few episodes, so maybe we can also start pointing at him.
He's making a new Star Wars movie. Don't turn on him right now, dude. Now's not the time to turn. He
Yeah,
made Deadpool Wolverine. Now's not the time to turn.
yeah, it is.
We're not starting 2026 with the Sean Levy hate, even though, we understand that he's very safe and tame.
Right. He's the he's the guy.
Eh, I guess he's a guy. I wouldn't say the guy. He is a guy who can fill the slot for sure,
Okay.
right? I'm just saying. But let us know what you guys think. Stranger Things apparently falls flat on its face. Not for everybody though. Not for everybody. Some people very much loved it. I barely saw any of that stuff. I've seen a lot of people kind of ripping these episodes to shreds. I personally thought, before we move on, I personally thought that this was all just like, you know, um, what is it? Where like you build anticipation, and then when you're like, oh yeah, yeah, Christmas is coming. I'm gonna get a PS5, and it was just Christmas ugly socks.
Damn.
Why did you wrap it in a PS5 box? You could have just gave me socks. You could have put them in stocking stuffers, and you
Had
put them
to
in a PS5 box. It sucks. It sucks.
had to give him the illusion that they were getting more than socks.
Well, the Doofer brothers really duped some people because you thought you were getting more than just socks, but you were getting premium socks with like the fuzziness and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. These are just better than okay socks.
yeah. Vecna goes on Ozempic and shit too. Like that
Oh
was.
yeah, he's really, as CJ put it, snatched. I guess.
With that note, we're moving on. That's kind of funny. He is a little snatched to be honest. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude was on the treadmill. 11, I'm coming for you. Like he
He's
was
like
just.
he's like I let someone run away from me last time. I can't let that happen again. We gotta get in shape.
Oh, I also want to add a little note. I saw the ending clips of like Vecna and 11 going at it after like she went into the Mind Flayer's mouth and they were like kind of going at it and Will was kind of helping. I thought that shit was weak. I thought that shit looked so weak. I was like, man, this fool is just on some tentacles, just throwing his hands around, and 11's just running around in circles. And I'm just like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
man. Yeah, yeah. You just gotta watch it for yourself at this point.
Yeah, and yeah, just shoot me. Anyways, let us know what you guys think. 2026 coming on a rocky start for Stranger Things. Not very much for the Film Bros at the Film Bros podcast because I guess Josh watched it, so that got to be a little rocky for a rocky start to 2026. You're not watching a terrible movie, but you're watching a terrible ending to a show that's like something that you were hoping
Was better.
to be great,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
10 years
Let us
for
know what you
this.
guys think. 10 years.
10 years.
It took 10 years to do this show.
Yeah, yeah,
I think Millie Bobby Brown has a kid now.
yeah, yeah.
I
She
think she.
adopted a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let us know what you guys think. Moving on. Moving on. Josh, WBD seems to be sticking to their guns in a very odd, kind of head scratching move, in my opinion. We're going to talk about this because this is kind of, we're kind of hitting, I don't think it's the tail end, all right, because Paramount kind of put in another bid. They've been putting in amended bids this whole holiday season because WBD is like, oh no, this is not good enough. And they put in an amended bid. Larry Ellison, David Ellison's dad, basically, gave a guaranteed, a $40 million guarantee to WBD if they chose them. They're pushing. They're pushing very hard. They're not taking no for an answer is the thing. Now, does that make it a little shaky for Netflix? A little bit. I seen some of the data stuff kind of shifting. Um, you know, I'm assuming they're relying on sheer if they're bending over backwards and gonna give them basically whatever they want, Paramount's gonna win. You know what I mean? And Paramount's been kind of giving them whatever they want. They ask them to amend their their business proposal because they assume that they don't have any money to back it up. They're like, oh, your business proposal looks a little funny. It doesn't seem like where are the funds coming from. They're like, where are the funds? And then Larry Ellis is like, oh, the funds are gonna come from me too. Yeah, I promise you. And WBD's like, I don't know. Netflix still sounds good, even though Netflix is out here talking about, oh yeah, we're not gonna do theatrical. And then Netflix is like, oh yeah, we're doing theatrical. But now we're hearing, oh, Netflix is only doing a 17-day window for theatrical. Remember, I had told you as well that this is gonna be kind of like one of the options too. They're gonna keep it theatrical, but not that 45-day window anymore. And they don't see the need to fight for a 30-day window either. So a 17-day, a mere 2 weeks is good enough for a theater rollout for Netflix. So WBD seems to be content with whatever Netflix is selling. Netflix is selling the bare minimum and possibly destroying the future of cinema. So that's basically where we're at with this whole WBD Netflix and Paramount bid. So, I mean,
Damn.
quick
So
little
it might be the end then. Close. Unless they can somehow be like, unless they can give them everything they're asking for plus the cash.
I mean, if you're gonna get my opinion on where everything's at, I mean, I think WBD playing hardball to the max. I think whatever Netflix is selling is not lucrative at all, especially the 17-day window that Ted Sarandos insists on keeping himself on. That a second ago was, oh, we don't believe in the theatrical model, and it's like, okay, why? And he's like, well, yeah, we do. We're gonna go ahead and put movies in theaters, and it's like, okay, well, I told you that he doesn't believe in that theatrical model, so that means that he wanted to change it. A 17-day window is a pretty drastic change. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the Batman Part Two. Matt Reeves pouring his heart and soul into this movie, and he only gets 2 weeks in theaters, and then he gets straight to Netflix. He's just like, oh yeah, there's something in the way you stream. There's something in the way you stream, and don't
Dun.
password share because we'll send goons to the house.
Yeah, man. I still. I didn't. I think it's already set in stone. I think Paramount already done lost. I don't know what more they could be asking for, WBD, but this is agreed to the max, in my opinion. And honestly, fuck Netflix. Fuck Netflix for this specifically. You're not gonna. So it's either go premiere day or find a way to go within the 2 weeks, and if not, oh, it's at home, which is
Yeah, it's
just
on Netflix.
ridiculous.
Streaming at the comfortability of your own home. You didn't watch it, or I guess you won't be able to talk on Twitter for those first 2 weeks or whatever. But once it hits digital,
It's
Netflix
free game.
streaming.
It's free game. Everybody can
Game.
pirate it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Fuck this. Fuck Netflix. Fuck Netflix for sure. I. Oh man. The Stranger Things and now this is Netflix is not looking good in 2026.
Yeah. Now for Paramount, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if WBD is completely closed. I mean, because they're still taking bids. I mean, I don't know if they're legally obligated to be like, oh my God, like we got to look at this regardless. Like, I don't know if they're legally obligated for something like that, but I do know that they are still looking at bids. So their mind is still open about it. They're just waiting for something. There's something that they want that they're not getting. And I'm like, dude, you're getting what was it? The 108.7 billion or some shit like that. That's how much Paramount's basically offering them, and they're not getting something out of it. I don't know what they're not getting out of it. They're not showing their hand. I'm trying to figure it out. I've actually been thinking about it. I'm like, what does WBD want? Like, what do they want the most? Apparently, it's not a theatrical release because I'm sure Netflix kind of showed them the model and they were like still ready to rock with them with a 17-day window. So I'm not 100% sure what WBD wants. I just think they want to be lucrative. They just want to get money. I think Zaslav just wants money, and he doesn't care where WBD goes.
Yeah,
As,
one money. Two, I'm pretty sure um it's his doing. Like he wants to either stay in charge or he wants to be able to set in right off in the sunset with a whole bag. And in that point it's fuck this guy for sure cuz fuck this guy. That's it. That's all I got. I
maybe that's why they went over his head and went straight to the board for the hostile
yeah,
takeover
cuz they
because
were
they were
like,
like,
"Look, we'll play ball with
Zaslav's not
everybody
rocking
else."
with us.
Exactly.
hmm
Exactly.
He wants the top spot still, but we're saying we want to buy it whole and all without him. And Zaslav's like, well, no, I want to be a part of this still.
Yeah.
And
Either that or pay him off to get him out of the way, basically. That's the way it looks like to me.
yeah, but I think in the long run, in his retirement, kind of relies on him kind of sticking around and hoping that this thing kind of takes money or makes money so he can, keep that kind of going for himself. He's one of the richest people in the world right now too. So, I mean, kudos to him. He's doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, I know. But he's also being a greedy ass motherfucker.
Yeah, him, Ted Sarandos. I mean, I don't know how well Paramount, because I mean, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna put 30 plus movies in theaters every single year, and then over this past holiday season, Avatar, that animated one that they were supposed to put out from the new studio, is supposed to be put in theaters, and they're not even. They said, "Oh, we're not actually putting it in theaters," so I
Dude,
don't know.
when I saw that, I was like, are we dead ass? You kind of have me root for you to want to buy WBD and save what could potentially be the end of cinema, and then be like, oh, the most anticipated movie that people say got motion and can't wait to see, and you're going to put it straight to streaming? Fuck. Fuck. They see studios do dumb shit when you're trying to root for them, and it's like, fuck, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, same thing with, oh yeah, we want to buy a studio and make tons of movies and save Hollywood, says Ted Sarandos, save Hollywood, but wants to completely obliterate the movie theater experience. Think about that.
Yeah. Let's save Hollywood. Let's keep people in their homes. That's the way they want it. Fuck this. Fuck them. Netflix, you're not gonna win, god damn it. I won't
Yeah,
let you.
movies are content to these people, so I mean, I don't know, but that's basically where we're at. Nothing has really moved. Netflix is still apparently in WBD's favor up until now. I mean, like I said, it just depends on whether or not WBD takes that bid that Paramount is kind of throwing at them, but apparently they just are not taking it whatsoever. And that's basically where we're at. Hopefully in 2026 and then these next few weeks, now that everybody's well rested from their holiday leave, basically, they'll be able to come back to the table and discuss something, figure out something, and we'll get a better idea. Like I said, Larry Ellison kind of backing it up, which is David Ellison's father, and at one point having what was his name, Jared Kushner, which is one of I think it's Trump's son-in-law. He's in TV and all that stuff, basically involved. Like everybody kind of puts their hand in there and they're like, "Hey, Paramount swears to God, they're gonna they're gonna pay you guys for WBD." And WBD's just like, "Yeah, man, like you could bring whoever you want to our desk. It doesn't seem like your guys are gonna be able to pay." Like that's basically what WBD's doing, and Paramount's just like, "No, no, no. Look, we got somebody else." They couldn't get Trump to stand there. They couldn't. They were like, "Look, we got Trump. Promise we got Trump." And then Trump was just like, "I don't know, dude. I don't know. We're not friends. We're not
We're
friends."
not
So
friends. I don't
yeah,
got you like Paramount got me. Like, what do you mean?
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Paramount don't even got him like that because Paramount couldn't bring him to the table to be like WBD. Let us buy. They're bringing everybody else though. As many people that, like I said, Trump's son-in-law. They got David Ellison's dad, Larry Ellison. Who else? Who else can they beg to come to the door to vouch for them that they are good for the money? You know what I
Mel
mean?
Gibson. Who knows?
Oh shit! I mean, the representatives of Hollywood. You're getting Passion of the Christ, dude.
Right. Right.
He made Flight Risk recently. Don't watch that fucking movie if you're
Stallone.
listening to me.
Stallone. Still the one of the guys.
Yeah, but then you think about the time that Arnold Schwarzenegger pump faked him for a role, and that's kind of like
All right, man.
it's a little sad. He became the mayor or whatever the fuck, or the governor, and Stallone kind of lost the rights to Rocky. I don't know, dude.
That's
I
messed
don't
up.
know.
Yeah, we
I
don't talk
don't know
about that
who's
though.
eating good nowadays. I don't know. I don't know. Let us know what you guys think though. Where Paramount and WBD is basically are, where they're basically at. Netflix is sitting there like, oh yeah, we're in bed already, and Paramount's just like, please, please take me back. I got the Rolls Royce. I got the I got the flowers. I got everything. I got the Big Macs and Trump over here and everything. And
The only thing that they don't want is Zaslav, which is rightfully so, in my opinion.
yeah, Zaslav and WBD is like, hey man, you guys just have one thing that money can't buy. More money. we just
Yeah,
we just got
exactly.
we
Like we,
got more. We got so much money over here, and you're gonna try to fuck it up for us. It's not good. Um, Let us know what you guys think. Moving on though, Sony is making their own moves in the corner over there. It's funny that we were talking about the Peanut Gang before we started this episode, but the Peanut Gallery is basically being acquired by Sony. They've already kind of been a long time kind of collaborator. They've been working together, but I think one of the estate owners basically passed away recently, and so Sony thought, yes, I
let's
think it's
let's
time to
just
buy.
let's just take his fucking ideas.
Yeah, I think it's time to buy. And so Sony's paying, I believe, 41%, and they're getting finance for the other percentage of what the Peanuts Gallery is worth. And they're basically paying 457 million for the rights to the Peanuts and all that stuff. So they're gonna
God
have
dang.
creative control and all that good stuff. Um, I I'm actually excited for this. I think Sony's been doing the Peanuts very well. Like I said, they've been working with them already. It's unfortunate that I don't want to say it's unfortunate. I respect when the estate says, "Hey, we want to keep it kind of minimal to respect the legacy of which in this case would be Charles M. Schulz, who basically created Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and all that. He passed away a long time ago, and so they're basically holding all that and respecting him and all that stuff. But I'm like, when are we gonna get Peanuts movies, right? When are we gonna get the Peanut Gallery movies? When are we gonna get all this stuff? The last one we got was back in 2016 with the Peanuts movie. Everything else has basically been on TV, like those little cartoon shorts and stuff.
Yeah,
As me being a fan of the Peanuts Gallery, being a fan of Snoopy, all right, we don't have enough. And Sony basically buying them out might elevate them, and it might pump them into to a point where they become a former shell of themselves. Don't get me wrong, like Sony could completely just take this franchise and bury it into the ground, but I'm hoping Sony takes care of it, and we get more Snoopy merch, more Snoopy movies, Charlie Brown stuff. We need more Thanksgiving movies. Charlie Brown is perfect. I always thought they were perfect to be like that Thanksgiving slot. Like always have like a Thanksgiving Charlie Brown movie or like a holiday movie or something like that. Like they could box office gold for 17 days at this point.
For 17 days. I mean, Sony's not changing that up. They're just like, hey man, we if they want to shoot themselves in the foot with a 17-day release, everybody else is just gonna take up the slot even longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we won't even get to have fucking Tom Cruise complain about having IMAX, not having IMAX because he'll be able to have it. There's no WBD movie there anymore. You know what I mean? Like they don't. He
Well,
doesn't get to complain about it.
this is what kind of worries me about that though, because that's what I thought about as well. It was like, okay, well then good riddance. Netflix is just shooting themselves in the foot. My my counter thought to that was, what if the masses chooses that instead? What if they're like, oh, 17 days? I could wait for that to come on Netflix. And I was like, what if Disney puts out like Avatar 4 and they put it out for months and they make $1 billion plus, and you have WBD movies that are put out. Batman Part 2 makes, instead of the 800 million that it was able to make with the first one, it only makes, with a 17-day window, let's just say, it only makes like 500. Let's say it makes 500. Let's say it tries to max out with a 17-day window, it makes 500 million. It makes 500 million, and then it goes to theaters. I mean, it goes to theaters. It goes to Netflix, and then you have all these other movies that are playing that 45-day window still, making money at the box office. But what if the masses say, well, I don't want to go to those movies because we got the new movies that Netflix basically put out on rotation. They have a 17-day window. Another Netflix movie gets put in there, boom, a 17-day window. There's always something being fed to the customer that Netflix is basically going to sway the masses to wait those 17 days. And then eventually in order for the others to compete, because, Netflix did change the streaming landscape. They basically changed how you consume media when streaming came out and stuff like that. What if they do it again, and this is how they take out theaters? It basically changes the masses' mind, and they say, hey, we're going to go ahead and wait for those windows.
We're not gonna let it. Fuck Netflix. I'm getting, I didn't mean to hit my laptop. Fuck Netflix. Fuck Netflix. There's no way. There's no
we
way.
we, we got to start a reverse
Disney,
charge. We got to turn them all around.
we do. Disney is not allergic to money. That's the problem. They're gonna see a 17-day window, and these juggernauts are gonna stomp on it. They're gonna stomp all over it, and it's only gonna be happening to WBD movies. Because remember, Netflix movies and WBD movies, I guess, are two different things apparently. So
Mm-hmm.
they'll have the logo, and it'll look like a Netflix movie, but that's a WBD movie right there, and it's only gonna hurt that side. And like you're right, if the Batman 2 costs fucking 300 million and only makes like 200 million back in its like fucking return, how is it gonna, how are we expecting a sequel when we can't even measure what streaming looks like?
Well, because what do you call it? And this is another thing too. Ted Sarandos goes by analytics, so once it goes on Netflix, you're gonna be like, okay, it didn't make a lot of money in box office, or maybe it made a good decent amount for 17 days. Analytics say people are loving it. We're greenlighting another movie,
Fuck
right? But
Netflix.
that's another thing too, is that he has a limit too. At one point, he's like, oh, cut the seasons, cut the movies, cut them because they're not getting enough viewership.
He cut fucking animation. This guy, we can't trust him with shit. When he was like,
I'm t-
"Oh, Netflix animation, we're cutting everybody and all that stuff." Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Good for Sony for getting peanuts. Funny because you were right. We were just talking about it, and I don't mean
yeah.
to like ignore what you were saying. And I would like a lot more 3D animated like cute movies like that. So I'd be down for that. That's cool. That sounds cool. But Netflix, completely different subject. Fuck Netflix. We hate, we not fucking with Netflix right now.
Yeah, this WBD deal is so big. We had to do a drive by We had to do a drive-by backwards real quick.
We
We
were
had
like,
to.
Sony, we're not coming for you. We're looping back for WBD.
Yeah. Good for you guys, but hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? And then we
Exactly.
went for a drive-by. But yeah, so it's good that Sony's acquiring the deal. I personally, I I love this, but at the same time, you have other people that are like, oh well, what about the integrity of the creator and all that stuff? Well, if the state themselves says sell out, fucking sell out at this point. I don't know what else to say. Like the estate themselves, they said, hey, we can't pay the bills.
The
Sony got this fat sack of dough that they're
exactly.
saying, hey. And so, I mean, that's basically it. I wonder if there's any like say if there's it says the closing of the transaction is subject to certain closing conditions, including regulatory approvals. Okay. So, Sony Pictures existing, the members of the family of Charles M. Schultz will continue to own the remaining 20%. So, Sony's only holding 80%. Charles M. Schultz is holding 20% still. Sony with 80, and the other group only has the other 10%.
Damn. Oh, so they are gonna be living fat off
Off
anything
twenty
that they
percent
can
is good.
make. Yeah.
Yeah.
457 million on top of 20%. Don't the estate knows what they're doing. They're gonna get a fat paycheck every time. They'll be all right.
Sony, you better put some money into Knott's Berry Farm. 100%. Make that shit rival Six Flags and shit. That'll be crazy. That'll be
Well,
good. That'll be
you're
good.
funny.
It's true. It's true. They have this ride over there in Anaheim, the Anaheim one. It's called the Accelerator. Dude, they have Knott's Berry Farm got some game, but they like to stay humble. You know what I mean? Make some humble pies every once in a while. Their pastries are really good there. Humble pies.
All right,
Anyways,
man.
Sony put some money into Knott's Berry Farm too. Do it. Do it now. Let us know what you guys think though. What is should Sony have bought the peanuts? Should have there been some integrity from the estate to kind of hold firm to Charles M. Scholl's um, artistry? Or I mean, it's selling out good once in a while. This is a good time. 20% is not bad. I'm not gonna lie. Or as much stuff that this movie's gonna make, or any of these products. I mean, like I said, Knott's Berry Farm merch. I always see people with Snoopy, Charlie Brown shirts. Everybody's always rocking some kind of Peanuts Gallery merch or whatever. I think
Yeah.
this year alone there was a whole TikTok trend of people were doing like um, the little dances and stuff from the Peanuts and stuff. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
if you've
yeah.
seen or the past holiday season. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Moving on, Josh. Moving on. We got to get to your favorite subjects. Over this holiday season as well, James Gunn basically confirmed two things. He's a liar. We already knew it, but he's confirming it again. A second ago, he said, "Oh, we don't even. I'm not even saying that Brainiac's in my movie or blah blah blah." Well, Brainiac's in his movie. Lars Ed Edinger is he's basically playing Brainiac for James Gunn's Man of Tomorrow. Never heard of him. Don't know who he is. I pulled up his IMDb. I was trying to see if he, worked with James Gunn before. It doesn't seem like it. He's done a lot of like underground stuff. Not too big. Nothing I've ever seen before. But this is his guy. He's going to be. I thought it was going to be the dude from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but it's this random nobody. Another Superman movie with no star power whatsoever. Not even the villain. No star power with go fucking Thor 4 had at least Christian Bale. You could argue and be like, well, that's the MCU. They're established in Disney, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care. One of the shittiest movies in the MCU has Christian Bale as like the villain, and the DCU can't even get anybody.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking sad for me, dude.
One, I heard about this and I was like, I don't give a fuck about who this guy is. And honestly, I'm not watching any niche movie for him, honestly, because I don't care about Brainiac enough for this. I don't even think a James Gunn Brainiac sounds appealing. And two, James Gunn lied about this too. I know he said something about Dave Bautista saying that he never said that Brainiac was in the movie, and then this comes out a couple days later and is like, "Oh, we have Brainiac in the movie." And like, fuck, fuck James Gunn, fuck WBD, fuck Netflix, and I mean, I don't mean this guy kind of looks like a younger version of what's his name from No Country for Old Men. Have you seen that one?
Javier Bardem.
Yes, he looks like that. His hair and everything. What is this
He
guy's
was
deal?
also in F1.
Oh, was he? Oh, that's right. He was.
Hmm.
Well, fuck this guy. I mean, I don't know, and yeah, I don't know if I care enough.
Well,
James Gunn,
he was also in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
was he really? Which one? Oh wait, oh, is this fucking what's his name?
The Spanish guy, the
Yeah,
Spain guy,
yeah. The one that hated Jack Sparrow. Well, I mean, they all hate Jack
like
Sparrow,
Jack
but
Sparrow.
yeah,
Yeah,
that guy, yeah.
but yeah, yeah, he announced him. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. I was just like, okay, Man of Tomorrow has zero budget again. I don't know. I don't know what we're waiting for here.
Yeah. No, James Gunn just can't afford good people, or the well-known people at least. But whatever. I guess, man. I guess if we're just picking random people out of a hat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, random people out of a hat. That's why I was trying to figure out whether or not he like knew him. If like how random is he really? But he really does seem like a random pick. Like, so maybe he's beating the whole "oh, I only cast my friends" allegation. Maybe that
Maybe this
you
is a
know.
secret friend of his. Maybe
Yeah.
he's like, hey man, I can strike a deal and get you in as Brainiac.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, that's apparently what he did to fucking what's the name? Nathan Fillion at a fucking Guardians 3 wrap up party. He went up to him. He was like, "Yeah, dude, you're Green Lantern." It's like, oh, okay. It's that easy. The auditions are pretty easy when it comes to James Gunn and his friends, so it's not too bad. Also happening in the DCU before we move on from the DCU completely, according to Nexus Point News, this is also a rumor, a leak, so kind of take it with a grain of salt. Apparently, Captain Atom is set to be a reoccurring character within Creature Commandos season 2. Um, yeah, this version of the superhero is being introduced as Nathaniel Adam. So we're also getting what's his name? Captain Adam.
Captain Adam. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, man. Like again,
He's a
I
silver dude with a red star on his chest,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hmm.
Adam. Yeah.
He's cool.
He's pretty. He's cool. I don't know how cool he's gonna be in a James Gunn project. Like especially like Creature Commandos. Jesus Christ.
Oh, here's a picture of him.
Yeah. I guess if we're just doing shit, you know what I mean? We might as well.
I mean, yeah, because there's no word of Batman, no news of him or anything like that. But we'll get word of a fucking Jimmy Olsen show, Captain Adam being in a Creature Commando season 2, blah 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 blah. A bunch of nobody gives a shit type shit, and then like, where's the heavy hitters? Where's the Wonder Woman stuff? Where's the? I mean, Supergirl's coming out, and the trailer didn't make any buzz. How are you guys gonna try to turn that ship around? Like what? Like where's the important stuff? Instead, we're getting Captain Atom and Creature Commandos, which let's be honest, the first season was not good, anyways.
Yeah, no. I fucking. I when are we gonna see those characters that come to life? Who knows? But I think trying to do another setup for your universe in animation isn't gonna work. And
Well,
I
I
honestly
mean
don't. I
that I
don't
mean that
care. I really don't care about Creature Commandos. Like, you can throw even if they throw Batman in this fucking show, I still wouldn't find it appealing.
yeah, but then he would have to figure out who. I think it would be better, and this is going to be something that's going to be interesting to see because I don't think we're going to see any live action Creature Commandos anytime soon. But I think it would have been better for him to basically introduce everybody in live action and then put them in cartoon mode, so you know what you're going to be drawing and stuff. If you put in a random Batman in there first, like kind of like what he did with the season one. That's why I feel like he kind of pussied out and just did the silhouette because it's like, okay, if we draw him, then we got to commit to that in live action.
Yeah,
And it's like, no, you don't want to do that. You want to commit to something that is doable in live action and then do that in animation because that's more plausible. So a lot of this stuff is going to be kind of hard for him to translate into live action because it's just not going to look as good as in animation because a lot of the animation stuff is, except for, you know, him drawing himself into the show,
yeah.
making
Rick
himself into.
Flag Senior, James Gunn, caricature.
Hmm. He's like, man, we can do me in live action. So I mean, just draw me in there. Boom.
Yeah.
If he has to get jacked for the role, you think we'll see a James Gunn led
No.
movie?
Hell no.
He gets jacked for it.
No, but I can imagine him throwing himself in as like a cameo and being the most obnoxious. Like, look at me, I'm here. You know what I mean? I made the movie. You know what I mean? I can see them doing some shit like that.
No, he's very subtle. He puts himself as a monkey typing on a computer, screaming over and over again.
Wasn't he in the background of Peacemaker season 2?
Oh yeah, in one of the concert scenes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody. He just wanted a whatever that band was concert. It's okay. It's okay. We see through you, James. We see through you. But yeah, Creature Commandos is currently in production. Obviously, James Gunn immediately, even though with the viewership not being great, James Gunn immediately green light it for season two. So we're getting a Creature Commando season two. Supergirl's still coming out pretty soon, so that's something to look forward to as well. I believe Green Lantern basically got pushed back. Lanterns they got pushed back a while, so we're not gonna see them for a minute. So the future of the DCU is still rocky in 2026, but we have some things coming out pretty soon. Supergirl, like I said, failed to create buzz. We'll have to wait to see what happens with that. This whole Brainiac announcement, I also feel like failed to create buzz. Unfortunate, and then also because I mean nobody knows the character, so nobody really knew what to say about him or anything like that. And then this whole Captain Atom as in Creature Commandos, well, nobody cared about the first season, so nobody's gonna care. I mean, you could unless you're gonna put Wonder Woman in Creature Commandos or something. But I mean, where would she fit? Right? Like you got to put somebody big in there, right? Martian Manhunter, he's a creature. Put him in there. He could possibly lead up into a whole Justice League thing. Why wouldn't you put him into a Creature Commandos show?
I mean, they had Cersei in the first season. Where was Wonder Woman for that?
Well, she got beat. She got beat up by the Weasel.
Yeah, but that's Wonder Woman's villain too.
Mm-hmm.
So why wasn't she there?
I don't know. I don't know.
They,
Maybe
they just do a lot of
set
dumb
up for
shit.
future stuff.
Yeah, they just do a lot of dumb shit like that. I don't know.
Let us know what you guys think though. We got Creature Commandos, James Gunn getting his Brainiac, Creature Commandos getting Captain Atom. Big ups to both of them. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know. Moving on though, Josh, we do have trailers. I said we do have a few trailers. Bob Odenkirk is going to be normal, right? I don't know who's directing this one, but Bob Odenkirk, Henry Winkler, and Lena Headey is in this one. Sounds like Bob Odenkirk is playing another old man action star hero. And after watching Nobody 2, I'm good. I'm good. But I do want to see this trailer to see what it kind of turns out to. But I'm a firm believer of there's people that just get too old for certain shit, and he probably is too old for this genre. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I think I gotta see the trailer first because I like the first one, and if it's anything like the first, um, if they can recapture that lightning in the bottle of the first, Nobody, I'm down.
In a different franchise, sir?
Yes.
All right, we'll jump into it.
Welcome to Normal, Minnesota. A charming, unassuming town where time moves slow and a friendly face is always just around the corner.
Your eyes, that mouth.
You'll never be far from our local mayor, dedicated deputy sheriff, a friendly mailman, cheerful store owners, cozy eateries. Oh, and our town moose.
Hey! Like the way you law, man.
Life in Normal is quiet, peaceful, predictable. Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
I'm at a loss.
Jesus.
That's not where I was aiming.
Welcome to Normal.
It flows through my veins.
Kind of like his own Die Hard in a way.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I mean, like I said, he's just too old. Look at this. Look at this picture down here. You see this? Look at the face he's making. I wish I could zoom in on that for you.
No,
He's just too old.
leave him
Too
alone.
old for this shit.
Leave him alone.
He should. You know how like Donald Glover had that tagline for the longest. This is white Donald Glover. He needs to just be. He just needs to say, "I'm getting too old for this shit." That's all he needs to say.
No. No. I think he's doing all right, man.
You know how like Bruce Willis had like Yippee Ki I'm getting too old for this shit. You know.
He's not saying that in every other movie, man. Come on. This isn't even, that doesn't even look too bad. A little teaser. I think I need a full trailer to really get to it, but that it was a nice little teaser. Nice.
One of the comments said, "Bro went from being nobody to normal."
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. I mean, if we're just gonna make him an action star now and just basically slap him in different random titles, what's next? Fucking Oblong.
Ordinary.
Ordinary, yeah. Obtuse.
Green
Bob
Goose.
Odenkirk is killing people. Obtuse. He's very obtuse right now. I don't know. I'll watch it because I'll watch anything with like action and everything, and I'm kind of like down for like a Bob Odenkirk action movie. Like I said, I was excited for Nobody 2 because the first Nobody really wowed me. I appreciated that one, and then Nobody 2 did not wow me whatsoever. And then this one, it's just Bob Odenkirk doing fucking pew pew pews again, and it's like, dude, what? Like you're getting too old for this shit, you know? My mind.
Oh my goodness, man. Stop being such a hater. It's okay.
I'm not. It's the beginning. Okay, well, you know what? It's the beginning of 2026, and I vow to be.
We're gonna be more open-minded.
No, I'm gonna be open-minded. Yeah. But you got to give me a reason to be, right? You gotta.
It's Bob Odenkirk
gotta-
doing action movies. That's a good reason to be open-minded about it.
All right.
And it's a teaser.
Like I said, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not gonna not check it out. We'll check it out still, but I have a limit. Okay? Kind of like watching the John Wick movies. It's like he should have been dead. He should have been dead.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Next trailer. We're not diving.
Let us know what you guys think, though.
That.
Check out Normal. It's on YouTube right now. Let us know. Moving on. We have Steven Spielberg's new movie, Disclosure Day. This one came out a couple weeks ago. Made a little bit of a buzz. I'm not too sure what it's about. Haven't seen the trailer. I said, hey, I could wait. But I do know Emily Blunt's in it, which is really good. Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Coleman Domingo. He's been in like some talks to be in Black Panther potentially. So I don't know. I have to wait and see about that one. But we do have Disclosure Day. Steven Spielberg's new film, possibly his last film. He has, I think, him and what's his name, Tarantino, are both kind of writing that whole. Oh, we're supposed to have a certain amount of movies, so I don't know.
So they say.
I think you should make as many movies as you can until your creativity kind of goes out, I don't think you should put a cap on like number of movies.
No,
Right.
no.
Right. Like I like James Cameron. I thought about that argument that we kind of talked about before we start this trailer, the last episode where it was like, oh, should he just should James Cameron continue with the Avatar movies, or should he just like go back to other properties, or go back to Terminator, or like try to do other original films, kind of like what he did with Avatar and other films that he did before. And I'm like, well, I mean, if his creativity says this is where he wants to be, as long as his creativity is there and it's making money and it's being a hit, and like nobody's basically saying he's washed, I think he's good. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
think he can make as many Avatar movies as long as the creativity's there. But like there should be a limit to stop. I don't think that there should not be a limit unless your creativity can go on until like you make your last movie and then you croak after that, and it's like, wow, till the last fucking second this
yeah,
guy
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has to get done. But I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, I think you should be able to make. If you love it so much, you should be able to make it. Until you can't. And like Tarantino definitely can. I think if you do 10 movies and then come back and be like, actually, we're gonna do 11 movies, and then that'll be it. Then it's like, we're not listening to you anymore, dog. Just pump out the movie. Who cares?
Yeah. If you have the idea in your head, you think it's original, you think it's cool, gonna bring people in, do it. Do it. Make Kill Bill 3. Fuck it. You know
Oh
what I'm
well,
saying?
I don't know about all that, but yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Disclosure day. Let's jump into it.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
People keep wondering. Encountering the unknown.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
Why would he make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us?
David Coeb, the dude that wrote that new Jurassic Rebirth movie. Fuck. I mean, they've been longtime collaborators, but I mean, maybe
Spielberg,
the
it's pretty good though.
yes, Spielberg's good, but I feel like maybe the wells run a little dry on that man on the right.
Maybe this did feel like a combination of all his movies. So
Yeah, it was like
like E.T. and like Alien type deal, and then like
a little bit
a
of
Jurassic Park
signs
look.
in there. I thought it was cool to see the crop circles kind of being made on their own.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. So it's like it's aliens. It's about aliens this time.
Mm-hmm. Or like, I mean, there's gonna be like maybe about aliens, and it's gonna be like, oh well, it's aliens, but they're not so different from us. They're just extraterrestrial beings. Like, see, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
a lot of the times it's what is it? A lot of people make it seem like crop circles are made because the spaceship lands there and that's what the bottom of it looks like or whatever. But like them kind of putting their signature in the ground is pretty cool. Like it signs their signature.
Vandalism.
We've been here.
That's what's so cool about it. Vandalism. It looks pretty
Uh,
good.
we
I like
we
this.
the aliens are like we're still into cursive on our planet, but this is our cursive. It's like all right,
My
man.
man, we call that circles and patterns and shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's like putting an S on your chest.
Yeah.
It stands for stupid. No, just kidding.
Stupid.
Anyways, but yeah, Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg's newest piece of. I don't want to say it's his last piece because he hasn't said it's his last, but I mean he kind of hints at it like if it is. So we'll treat it as another entry into his filmography. It looks good. Steven Spielberg doesn't miss. I even heard like The Fablemans, a movie about himself, is really good. I just haven't seen it myself, but I will get around to it. But I mean, Steven Spielberg don't miss. David Coep though, his writing ability. I seen Rebirth.
Could be a miss, but in the hands of maybe with the efforts of also Spielberg, it'll fix everything.
Yeah, yeah. If I see a fucking Snickers wrapper being the reason for all this,
Usually blatant product placement.
I'm right. I'm writing. I'm writing. Let us know what you guys think. Moving on. Josh, we have the epic trailer, the one of the ages, the one we've been waiting for. Christopher Nolan. We have the Odyssey, that the full length trailer, front to back. Matt Damon, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Lupita Nyong'o, Charlize Theron. If you watched Avatar, I think it was in front of Avatar.
It
So
was in front of Avatar.
you probably seen it all the way, but we have it here, and I'm gonna play it here. So you go ahead and get your thoughts together because you're about to witness greatness one more time.
Let's go.
After years of war, no one could stand between my men and home. Not even me.
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
That movie's gonna be good. That movie's gonna be good.
Those are really
Uh,
good.
One thing that I was like, man, not a lot of people are talking about, but like Nolan's gonna do something I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think, but I don't think he does it often. But he don't put like CG, like he's putting the Cyclops in this movie, and that's kind of like a monster, right?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't do CG monsters, so we're about to see like something new out of him.
You're right. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like big ass fucking thing, like real model built kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I can,
Assuming he has like a good like what is it like a good visual of what he wants the Cyclops to look like.
yeah, because that thing's gonna be fucking like, it's gonna be huge. So yeah, he's just gonna have to summon one for real. He's just gonna have to be like, hey man, I made a deal with the gods. We need you in this movie. It looks good. I think like so my same complaints of just like, hopefully we get a glimpse of what this the god like nature and like what they'll look like. But other than that, I mean, I'm down.
He loves that blue tint too. He loves that blue. That's like his biggest thing. I like knowing like I like to think like, oh, years later in the same universe, Christian Bale becomes Batman. you know, because it's possibly the same universe. It looks great. I think it looks amazing. I just gotta wait to see more out of it. The acting is gonna be like superb. I want to see his like CGI because even like these CGI monsters coming out from the ground, I'm telling you, like we don't see Nolan really doing like CGI stuff. So him actually doing something like that is gonna be a very interesting thing to see.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'm most
we're just gonna have
excited
to
for.
see how he like brings it all back to life, because this is a very like fantasy type of thing. So hopefully he can make it land.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure he will. Yeah, that's Christopher fucking Nolan, dude. You fucking put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name. Let us know what you guys think, though. Check it out. It's on YouTube right now. The Odyssey trailer. Moving on, we do have Luke Evans, Mila Djokovic, World Breaker. I don't know how well this is gonna be. Mila Djokovic has not been in a lot of great movies, but I'm hoping together they can make something, some kind of a, it seems like it's gonna be a fantasy movie, so a good little fantasy movie. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's
yeah,
it. We
I
don't have
know. My
nothing else
bad.
to say.
Sorry. It's because I don't know what this is. So I don't. I mean, maybe it could be good. I've never heard of this one.
So I
I
guess we'll
thought,
just jump.
yeah, I
I
thought
mean,
you were
you've
just
heard of
gonna hit
Mila
play.
Djokovic.
I thought
You've
you
heard
were
of
just
Mila
gonna.
Djokovic. You've
Yeah,
heard of
yeah, yeah.
Luke Evans.
Yes. So
Luke Evans is
they sound like a pretty good duo, and this could be another like from judging by what I'm looking at, like Viking type maybe, unless it's modern day and they're just in the middle of nowhere. So
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Let's jump right in. Let's check it out.
This world has been broken many times. Remember the stories I told you? About the awful things happening up north. Entire towns ravaged by an enemy we did not yet understand. It's not easy surviving out here. We have to be careful. We have to be smart. It's your best time yet.
We can't hold the line anymore.
Mom, where are we going? Dad, where?
Someplace safe. Come on.
We're gonna make it through this. I love you, Willa.
This is what you trained for, Willa. The world isn't broken, Willa. It has you in it.
Generic and forgettable.
obviously, yeah, for sure. It would, but what it does, it really reminds me of like I want to say it gives me the vibes of 28 Days Later, but with like aliens for some reason, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it comes out on my birthday.
Oh, hey, it's a movie to go to for your birthday.
More,
Look at
more,
that.
more, more slop.
Tell CJ you want to go to World Breaker. All right, let her know. But yeah, I don't know that streaming for sure. I'll probably watch it. I mean, I watched her last one with Dave Bautista, and that one was kind of like, why did you make this one? It's like she's just like, hey, you know, I get to be some badass, some bad bitch fighting monsters. Yeah, count me in.
Yeah.
Count me in. That's who I want to be. Doesn't sound too bad though. Check out the trailer, World Breaker. It's out right now. Let us know what you guys think. Last but not least, last trailer into the mix. I thought we'd do a little bit of a treat. Go back to Malcolm in the Middle. The sequel to Malcolm in the Middle is called Malcolm in the Middle. Life is Still Unfair. We're gonna be getting Bryan Cranston back, Frankie Muniz, Jane Krasmerk, which she plays Lois. We're getting Reese back. We're getting his older brother back, but not Dewey. Not Dewey. They couldn't get him back. But we got a 40-second clip. I mean,
Okay.
if you were a fan of Malcolm in the Middle, I was a fan, and I'm really excited about this. So,
Yeah. I mean, I like the first show. So hopefully this. I know it's like only 4 episodes, but let's get into it.
all right, let's go.
My life is fantastic now. All I had to do is stay away from my family.
Malcolm has been intentionally hiding himself from this family for years.
By comparison, Reese looks pretty good.
You can't spend the rest of your life hiding and denying your family even exists.
Worked perfectly until they showed up.
Song change, but I still get the same vibe. It's just a more updated like camera look.
They're old.
They are all old, but I mean that's the point.
They didn't show a lot of Dewey. They know that Dewey's not around.
Because they know Dewey's not around. That and I guess they forgot about the baby brother. I didn't even see him.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Where's the baby brother?
Jamie. Yeah, where's Jamie?
Oh, and the new one at the season finale. Apparently, they were supposed to have another one. So I mean.
Oh, that's right. Well, maybe they just, they're just like, never mind that false alarm date or whatever. But yeah, but yeah, no, that like I'm down. I'm down. I don't really like the like the new TV look that they all have, that these new TV shows have when they're on streaming platforms. But other than that, pretty solid.
I'm excited for it. I'm always excited for Malcolm in the Middle.
I'm
but
excited.
Yeah, TV filter for sure. It's like there's a standard.
Yeah,
there's a standard, and that's the standard. Check out the trailer though. Malcolm in the Middle. Life is Still Unfair. Let us know what you guys think. But with that being said, that will be our last stop of today. Let us know what kind of topics you want us to cover in 2026. Any movies that we should be talking about. Any TV shows that we should be reviewing as well. You want to hear your voice on one of these episodes. We got a couple people that are going to be coming on pretty soon, so that's pretty exciting as well. Let us know, Josh. Let them know where they can talk to us and do all that good stuff.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at FIlmBros Podcast. Episodes are up. You can hit us up there for news and movies you want us to cover. Buzzsprout, link in the social I just gave you. It's like a Patreon. You subscribe, build a show grow, be part of the conversation. Twitch at FIlmBros Podcast. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts. And with all said and done, subscribe to YouTube at FIlmBros Podcast.
And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later. You may go now.
Okay. All right. I gotta go too.